On May 2nd, a devastating train accident occurred, marking it as the worst train crash of our century. The evidence speaks volumes, as visuals from the site depict the sheer magnitude of the incident. The collision involved 3 trains, resulting in a derailment and severe damage to 17 coaches on 2 passenger trains. Tragically, the death toll stands at least 288 people, while over 1,100 individuals have been reported injured. And people are looking for their relatives who were traveling on the train and hoping they are alive. Over 1,000 workers are working round the clock for early restoration. This was the route of the train crash. Officials say several coaches from the Coromandel Express, traveling between Kolkata and Chennai, derailed at about 7 p.m. in the Balasore district after hitting a stationary goods train. Several of its coaches ended up on the opposite track. The goods train did not get derailed, since the goods train was carrying iron ores. The maximum damage of the impact was on Coromandel Express. Another train traveling in the opposite direction, the Howrah Superfast Express, traveling from Yeshwanthpur to Howrah, then hit the overturned carriages of the Coromandel Express at the speed of 126 km per hour. This is the reason for a huge number of deaths and injuries. Both passenger trains involved in the crash were full and had many more people on the waiting list, according to passenger lists on the Indian Rail Ministry website, reviewed by the BBC. And do you remember the final destination? It's coming out to be true in real life. A bus carrying passengers injured in India's tragic Balasore train accident met with accident in Bengal's Medinipur district. The bus carrying several critically injured passengers collided with a van near Medinipur on Saturday, June 3rd. The collision was so intense that it caused the bus to overturn and damage the van completely. Several passengers, including the drivers of the bus and the van, sustained injuries, and many of them were rushed to a nearby hospital in critical condition. So what was the reason for the train accident and who was at fault? Although nothing is rock solid, a preliminary report indicates that the accident was the result of electronic interlocking. Railway Minister Ashwini Vaishnaw said, "Families of the dead will receive 1 million rupees, or $12,000, while the seriously injured will get 200,000 rupees, with 50,000 rupees for minor injuries. Some state governments have also announced compensation. Indian Railways transport more than 15 million people every day. And yes, that is more than the population of many countries like Belgium, Portugal, and many more. And many trains across the globe have an automatic braking system when it detects an object in front of it. So was it not available here?" On the 23rd of March 2022, the Ministry of Railways announced a significant step towards enhancing the safety of train operations in India with the development of the indigenous automatic train protection system called Kavach. Kavach means a layer of protection in Hindi. The key features of the Kavach system include automatic brake application in case the locomotive pilot fails to act. It provides signal display in the cabin for improved visibility in foggy conditions and continuous updating of movement to authorities and, most importantly, collision avoidance through direct loco-to-loco communication. And according to a couple of media reports, these trains did not have this Kavach system as it is in the initial phase. Survivors and eyewitnesses have described chaotic scenes and the heroic efforts of people from nearby villages to save trapped passengers. More than 200 ambulances and hundreds of doctors, nurses, and rescue personnel were sent to the scene. Atul Karwal, chief of the National Disaster Response Force, said, "The force with which the trains collided has resulted in several coaches being crushed and mangled. All trapped and injured passengers have been rescued even with the help of gas cutters. Work to restore the site of the crash has begun. Making these videos takes hours of research, and you watching my videos to the very last second is the best thing you can do to reward my hard work. Thank you."